guys are watching this for the very first time, Lori Lee and I are part of Halloween Hellmouth, and we do daily YouTube vlogs about, typically, Halloween. This year we're doing a little bit about Christmas and stuff and our family, simply because, you know, we have a young child this is basically his first Christmas.
We really got into The Walking Dead, and we also were doing Vlogging Dead segments on our Sunday vlogs. So if you want to go back to the beginning, since October when Walking Dead starts, on each of our Monday vlogs that follow the Sunday Walking Dead, at the end of each episode we have the Vlogging Dead segment.
And then the comments that you guys leave tomorrow, we will go through those again. So there will be actually 2 Vlogging Deads for each show, and it'll be in succession, one right after the other. So if you guys want to comment on what we say, feel free to do so down in the comments, and then we'll answer it tomorrow night. The show tonight. So much to freaking go over. It's not even funny.
I really thought Carol was going to make an appearance and like help out or kill or something. And I saw her posting on Twitter saying that she was going to be watching tonight, and I was like, oh, she's not coming. She's not going to be on there.
Yeah, I thought that she'll make an appearance in maybe like the second or third one of this next half season coming up. The governor, thank God, finally his reign is over. And I don't think that he ever intended on really living at the prison. There might have been a little bit there, but when you bring a tank and you basically break down your gates, first of all, so now all the walkers can go in, and then you just start shooting up the place. There's a point there to where
he was standing there making demands, and then Rick's like, "Well, no, we're not leaving," and then he just chops off Herschel's head, and then he's like,
"Oh, by the way, spoiler alert."
And then, if they're watching it, obviously they've already seen it.
Right.
But so he chops off Herschel's head, and it's like, hello. And then all the people like conflicted, and like Tara's sitting there talking to Alicia, and she's like, he just chopped off a freaking guy's head. Oh, I don't care. So what? We're going in. So Alicia goes in, and I don't know where Tara went. Tara disappeared. I think she retreated. Half the people went in. I think some of them retreated back. I like the fact that the governor got killed by 3 people. I mean, the fight with Rick brought him down. And then,
which thank God Michonne showed up,
when
because
she was choking Rick to death,
I thought Rick was gone right there. I was like, oh no,
yeah.
Not another one.
I was like, oh come on, not 2 leaders in one, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes a katana through his chest, and I was like, yes. And then she just looks at him, walks away, and goes, well, but no.
She said yes when the governor's adoptive daughter or whatever got bit too, when she was playing in the dirt.
Before it all happened, when she was playing in the dirt and that walker got up and bit her, and I was like, yeah, die! And I wasn't saying it because I don't, I want to see a kid die. I was saying it because I wanted revenge on the governor. Because he's like, oh, this is my new daughter. Oh, now your daughter's dead. And I'm like...
Oh, which we do have clips of our reaction to this too.
Yeah. Are you going to put that on before this?
I don't know. I don't know. If I haven't put them in yet, I'll fit them in right here.
Liar.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I mean, right as soon as she got bit, the first thought that went into my head was, if the governor lives and survives the attack on the prison, he's probably going to steal Judith to raise as his own. And, of course...
talking about Judith.
Of course, now Judith is missing.
Empty baby seat and blood.
There was blood in the baby seat, but when the 2 girls were there and they shot Alicia through the head and turned around, and Tyrese was like, no, you gotta go this way, and then he followed them. I think the girls picked up the baby and ran, and Tyrese was right behind him. So I think the girls and the baby and Judith were all fine. And I think they're with Tyrese.
But right now, everybody's scattered everywhere.
Everybody's scattered, and...
I think that absolutely Carol's going to be found in the midst of everybody running around.
Yeah, Carol's going to
Carl broke down, and of course, when you're under that kind of emotional distress of what just got through happening, this poor kid's going to have PTSD, and he's not... I mean, even the actor, probably. But when he sits there and he just keeps firing until he's dry pinning it, and just the emotions that ran with this show this week were so high.
I had to stop a few times and tell him to give me the tissues because I was crying, and then I was like mad.
I was man enough. I didn't use tissues. I was just like, yeah, oh, damn.
I think that Maggie and Bob. I think, was it Sasha that was behind the car?
Bob got hit too, but
No, Bob did not get hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got hit and got exited. Yeah, that's right. But him and Maggie and Sasha, I believe, are fine. They ran off in one direction, but her sister Beth was with Daryl.
Yeah.
So they ran off. You know she's safe. She's with Daryl. So
Daryl is pretty badass. He's pretty badass this episode. I'm so glad that he took that grenade and put it down the damn tank. I was like,
I know.
oh
Mitch
yes,
pops
that was
off.
So awesome.
Mitch jumps off the top and he's like, "Oh, forget it!" And then he's like, "Boom!" right through the heart.
I was like, oh yes.
It's like,
because I could have seen him becoming another tyrant if he had lived. He would have carried out the governor's work.
Mitch would have became the governor. Yeah. Once Lily walked up to the governor and shot and blew his head off. Think about this. She just shot the governor, who shot her daughter through the head after her daughter got bitten by a zombie and died. So this woman is standing in the middle of the field completely enraged. I think that Lily is going to come back and be the new governor. She's going to come back with rage against everybody. Because, one, she just lost her only child. And
the governor is the one that brought her
there. And the governor
and
is the one who caused that whole battle, because she knows that they could have lived together peacefully. And, and then he holds her in the arms and just blows her freaking head off right in front of her, and then just goes off and keeps fighting. And she's like, like this. I think that Lily is going to be badass in the next half of the season.
So everybody's scattered.
Everybody's scattered.
Herschel, rest in peace. That was sad.
I cried, man.
Michonne is happy because the governor is gone. Mm-hmm. Rick, once he heals, is going to be happy that the governor's gone.
Rick and Carl are freaking, they're losing it because they just, they don't know what the hell Judith is, and there's blood in the car seat. Having a baby, I seen blood in the car seat, I would fucking freak. I'm sorry, but where the hell's my baby?
So predictions.
Lily's going to come back and she's going to be completely badass. Now Rick and Carl go off by themselves. I have a feeling they're going to meet up with Carol. Beth and Daryl are together, and Tyrese went off with the kids.
How much you want to bet that Carol will save Rick's life?
I
Carl's life.
I believe it.
Because, honestly, if Carol at some point were to save Carl's life, especially in the preview that they showed, not that Carol is in there, then I think Rick would be more indebted to her than if he were to save his life. Anyway, guys, put your comments down below. We'll comment them on tomorrow night. Happy haunting, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Happy haunting.
I know.
Bye, Herschel.
Hello, I'm Lou Temple. You know me as Axel from The Walking Dead, and I say to you, happy haunting. You follow me?